YouTubers, Melanie Raye here, and welcome to an episode of 6 Movies, 1 Weekend. So last weekend, I decided to use up all of my movie theatre vouchers in one go and go see 6 movies. So I'm going to talk you through and review each of the movies that I saw so that you can decide if you'd like to see them yourself. So I started off on Friday night by going and seeing Mother's Day. Now Mother's Day has a lot of big names in it, people like Julia Roberts, Kate Hudson, Hector Elizondo. There's a lot of really awesome people. And I absolutely loved this movie. It was so touching and funny, and it kind of reminded me a bit of movies like Love Actually, Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, those kind of ones. So it's got quite a few different stories going on at the same time that all end up interconnecting. It provides a lot of different perspectives on the role of mothers and different relationships with mothers. And also it had some really funny one-liner meta references to Julia Roberts' other films, which if you want to hear them for yourself, you'll have to go and watch the film. So I highly recommend Mother's Day. The next one that I saw was The Boss with Melissa McCarthy. Now, I love Melissa McCarthy. She's hilarious. And this was a pretty funny movie. However, there were a couple things about it that bothered me. The first thing is I feel they relied too much on slapstick and crude language for laughs, whereas I feel it could have been even a stronger movie if they kind of skipped some of that bad language and tried to make it a little bit more mature. But I kind of understand what they were going for, so, let that one slide if you want. The other thing is I feel like they didn't do enough with Melissa McCarthy's character in terms of character development throughout the movie. So, spoiler alert, when there's a big twist towards the end, it doesn't feel genuine, it feels disingenuous, because there hasn't been enough evidence to point to the fact that she is changing. But, you can go see that one if you want to. It is actually pretty funny. Next I saw Disney's live action The Jungle Book. If you don't see any of the other movies that I tell you about in this video, please go see this one. It's beautifully done. It's heartwarming. I think I cried like 3 different times in the movie. It's also got quite a lot of big name voice actors. Bill Murray as Baloo, Christopher Walken as King Louie. It's got Scarlett Johansson as Kaa. Yes, they made Kaa a girl. And they also have Giancarlo Esposito as the head of the wolf pack. And for those of you who don't know that last name, he played Sidney Glass on Once Upon a Time. And it's so beautiful. I cannot say that enough. It's an amazing film. Really creatively done. It's funny and meaningful, and I think you'll love it. And it's good for kids too. The next one I saw was Allegiant. Now, I know I'm already in the minority by liking their book for that, but let's be honest, the movie disappointed me. I think they made not a good decision by splitting the last book into 2 movies, because what could have been quite an action-packed film is now 2 mediocre films with quite a lot of filler. One example being, at one point they walk through a desert for like 5 minutes. I was just like, you're wasting my time. It also deviates too much from the original book for me. However, that may also be because I'm a book purist. So take that how you will. But, I do quite like Shailene Woodley, and I love Ansel Elgort. So, they kind of made up for it a bit. And Theo James is amazing as 4. So it does have some redeeming qualities. However, I wouldn't be spending my money on it if I were you. The next one I saw was Florence Jenkins. Now, I saw this one as an advanced screening at a movie theatre because I am a loyalty member at that cinema. And it's also got quite a few good names in it. Hugh Grant, Meryl Streep, just people like that. Now, I generally love anything with those two actors in it. The story was a little bit slow for me at times, and it felt a little bit disjointed in places. But it is, it's an uplifting film. I don't know that it was worth the cost of the movie ticket though, so maybe wait for that one to come out on DVD. And the final one I saw was Eddie the Eagle. Eddie the Eagle is an inspiring film. It's funny. It inspires you to follow your dreams, basically. And it does look quite spectacular on the big screen. So that one might be one to go and see at the theatres while it's still in. My one kind of negative about it is that there's a relationship with Eddie's parents in the film where he does seem to be kind of bumming around and scabbing off them quite a lot, which bothers me that he's kind of, pissing their money away. And, not being very wise. But I guess you don't really get to follow your dreams by always being sensible. So, it's a bit of a toss-up between those kind of different things. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. But apart from that, yeah, it's a great film and I think you'll really like it. So those are the 6 movies I saw. Let me know what you've seen lately. I would love to hear from you guys.